Welcome back, everyone, to the EGF. We got one more set for you between Mississippi State and Siena. As we mentioned, it is night for Siena State's the Shulk main, I believe, versus Maze the Mario for Mississippi State. Actually, change that, scratch that, run it back. It is Maze on the Pyramithra pick, our second of the stream.
This is going to be like, once again, just like a little bit new. We really haven't seen Maze go this character before. Knight immediately taking stage control, and just piling on these buttons. Mythica has a huge sword. Shulk has an even bigger one that demands even more space. Okay.
Odd choice. I feel like this was...
Yeah. Probably the wrong controls, honestly.
We're getting word that it could be a button check of sorts, or or a controller check of sorts. Either way, we'll get word on that. Yes, that is the case. It is a that can happen when you actually use the someone else's control scheme. So we'll get right back into it. Knight changing to his proper controls. We'll jump right back into game number one. Once again, Knight on the Shulk and Maze going Pyramithra. And based on how that match started, I feel like this is going to be very much faster paced than a lot of the matches than we've seen today.
Yeah, Mythica, of all the characters that can get in on Shulk and try to, air him would definitely be her, because he has that period of vulnerability when he jumps and tries to go through that falling aerial, and she is fast enough to be able to get close. So it's going to just be up to Knight for this entire set, just to consistently build that space, and to be going with a lot of retreating aerials, because wow, Maze is just keeping close.
And typically it is Knight the one who has been able to, keep his space and just kind of space out other characters. But this match, not a lot of space to work with, and Maze doing a fantastic job of it. Already a little bit of a percent lead, but those platforms going away, making this a little FD-esque or Kalos-esque. But, I mean, Maze right now just all over this, even catching him out of the side B.
Ooh, able to get that side B, at that position, no follow-ups, you can get at all. Sometimes you can get some tech chases, sometimes you can get some footstools, but there are no platforms. Maze was in no position to be able to go through those at all either. Dashing sort of just back and forth, waiting for that opening, and finds it. Catches Knight with the up tilt and cleans up that stock.
Quick up tilt to take that first stock. Knight trying to find his way back into this match, quickly switching to that smash art, and not able to get much out of it. What a great play from Maze.
Why does she have witch time?
There's no good answer, but I mean, Maze making good use of it.
Back to the, excuse me, it's just, why? It doesn't make sense. Maze was able to find the spot dodge, was able to get the poison set, was able to get a punish off of it as well. I like that double jump, but they drift a little bit too far to the left to be able to get anything else. An excellent dash back, just catching Knight's aggression and, hunger getting back onto the stage.
Back air not going to be able to take the stock. I like the idea to switch to jump, but Maze able to catch it out. Counter is going to be able to take the stock, so Maze loses his first stock, but Knight already at 90% has to play a lot more careful if he's going to be able to battle back in this one.
Who finds a downer, tries to connect it into an F smash, but I guess that downer doesn't even pop high enough when he's at shield at 110%. Dash attack is going to be able to do it. An excellent catch on a landing for Maze. Maze is already so comfortable with this character.
I mean, right now, seeing a full stock ahead, Maze has been all over this matchup. Great catch, too. And look at the damage he's getting off of it. I mean, a quick 29. Buster Art now on Knight. We'll see if he can do anything out of it, but Maze, the pressure just keeps mounting.
Yeah, Buster is not doing anything for the Knight right now. because Maze has been smothering him like a little pork chop. You know, he's just not giving any room to be able to jump in, get anything started. Not able to get any of those edge guards right now because Maze has been constantly calling out these jumps. Oh, look at that! Just Knight is stuck.
Knight not left with many options now. Smash art 97%, and he's gonna eat a ton of damage from that side B as well. Burns jump art in the process. Gets the quick hit in Nair. Can't find Maze on the ledge. Maze is going to be able to make it back to stage. Now the switch to speed art. Can he find an aerial? And no, he cannot. The back air going to be able to do it once again. Maze takes game 1.
This character is a menace. She has incredible mobility. You know, fast buttons that are really disjointed and safe. A lot of low percent follow-ups, the ability to become Charizard, and an awesome grab. And wow, Knight looked like they were just struggling. That whole game, they couldn't get much started. They tried to get stuff off a full hop, but Maze kept calling out jumps so consistently and kept on calling out Knight's, you know, just desire and craving to get back to center stage. But Maze made it difficult. A lot of retreating aerials when they're in advantage, and when in neutral, they just caught jumps. They got so many good reads.
Yeah, that was a much faster paced set, and I feel like it just played to Maze's advantage. He was all over the place, and Knight, you know, Knight is used to being able to space out with Shulk against a lot of the players in this league, just kind of throw out those nairs and forward airs and you know, properly space them and not allow anyone to get in on him to do damage. But Maze had no problem getting in on Knight to do any damage. I mean, he was always in the face of Knight, and Knight just couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah. Going to game 2, Knight's just going to have to mix up those jumps, maybe play a little bit more out of shield, play a little bit more grounded, but that's not an easy thing to do. That requires just getting really creative with your options and deviating so much from your traditional game plan.
We will have to see if he can battle back here in this set. I mean, this is the last set of the day, and Siena, just after today's match, they're trying to mitigate some of the points that they have lost on here as Mississippi State extending that lead to 23-2.
Wow.
And against the defending champs, I mean, I said it before.
I mean, and it just keeps getting, you know, better and better for Mississippi.
Yeah, I mean, Siena being the defending champs and Mississippi State coming in here at 11-1 with a win here, they'd advance to 12-1, and they would be in contention for that #1 seed, DePaul being right there with them. And again, we'll have to wait and see how William and Mary does this week, as those are the top 3 teams in the league right now, and all of them in that independent conference. That being said, game number 2 here, Knight versus Maze, round 2 of Shulk versus Mithra Pyra.
They're just both running, they're both so incredibly fast. Maze is even able to keep up with Shulk and speed up. Wow. That is just absolutely incredible. Tries to go for the follow-up after the side beat, but gets the sword back a little bit too late. This time, that's Knight. No double jump. Has to be landing back onto the stage. Keeps going with those neutral air dodges, and Maze has been catching them over and over again.
A quick 108 onto Knight, and Maze barely with any percent.
Just charges it. Just charged it, and Knight ran into it. Oh my goodness.
And you could tell Knight was desperately trying to get to shield art in time, and I don't think it came off in time. And just like that, stock number 1 off the board, and Maze already upping the pressure here in stock number 2.
Wow, almost calling out that spot dodge, but Knight having more than enough time between those hits to still find the time to shield. Now, that time I'm going to be going for a bit of an up B though. That move has so much landing lag. Good on Knight being able just to hard commit to punishing it. And speaking of end lag, that one's got it too, you know? So, good stuff from Knight, good recognition overall.
Knight able to take the first stock off the board, but he sits at 105, trying to find an opening here. Has Maze in the corner, but eats an air forward, and the quick switch to a forward smash, and Maze finds the second stock.
I mean, this is looking so difficult for the Knight right now. He's just not able to get too much, but finally getting a couple of hits in. Now has Maze in a corner exactly where he wants him. But look how much Maze gets off of a hit compared to Knight. You know, he has his follow-ups on deck. Mithra's like much more of a combo character like that. And the times that Maze is just switching between Pyra and Mithra, just making themselves, you know, ambiguous and keeping Knight, forcing Knight to just keep themselves on their feet.
Already at 83, and I think you said it best, just the amount of pressure Maze can apply compared to Knight once either of them get in. Already had to burn shield art, so now on speed art. Dangerous play here from Knight. Can't find the hit, but does get the grab, gets him off stage. Quick switch to smash art.
Ooh, good choice to go for side B there. That was a bit clever, just able to catch Knight in all those jumps and still get stage away from him. This could be it if Maze is going to be able to find this corner pressure. Tries to go for the neutral B. I like the fact that Knight respected it, but next hit just absolutely does it.
Smash art or bust right now, because there's nothing left on the table for Knight. Can't find a single hit there while smash art was on, and Maze all over Knight in game number 2 takes the set. And Mississippi State, this was a dominant performance.
Yeah, Maze was on top of it. Maze had phenomenal follow-ups. Maze conditioned shield, and more importantly, Maze was able to call out Shulk for jumping. If you're losing against Ike and Shulk a lot, you probably aren't in a position to be able to call out their jumps. That's how they get stuff started. But guys, that being said, that is going to conclude the set between Siena and Mississippi State University, 2-27. Looking like a laundromat, because they got washed. Wow. Mississippi State did an excellent job this time. This was a really, really confident win. Once again, guys, you are watching EGFC, so for those of you guys that aren't doing so already, please make sure you follow official EGF on Twitch, on Twitter, all by the same name on all sorts of social media. Then you should go on to follow our lovely producer for today, House of 3000, at House of 3000 on Twitter, on Twitch, on Facebook, on YouTube as well. Every single Wednesday is the Siena Wi-Fi Weekly. And then you can also follow I keep messing it up. My lovely co-caster Soysaurus at SoysunJSport on Twitter to keep up with his content, to keep up with what is going on with him. Also going to be doing Rocket League tomorrow, so please go ahead and check him out right here on this channel, I believe. And then after you've done all that, you can go ahead and maybe, you don't have to, follow me on Twitter as well, at Delamgaria. And that being said, we are going to be cutting it to a break for the next school. Upcoming, we have Wichita State up against Rider University. So don't go anywhere quite yet. We'll see you guys in a bit.